Okay, well, I guess we're back with a little bit of update on my hospital adventures and the security and the Halifax Police Department. So it took me a little bit to get this video together. My appointment was Wednesday the 15th, dealing with the IVIG and treatments. Had a little bit of headache, a little nausea. Anyways, that being said, it's time to move on with the update. So I did go back to the hospital 6 weeks later after they told me I was trespassed for a year. I'm going to run a little video, and I'll stop it and we'll explain some stuff along the way. But so here we go. We'll get into the update.
Well, I suggest you get some. Are you going to take this and write it down? You going to write it down then? So you don't take complaint forms. Is that what you're saying? You don't have complaint forms for a security office? I'd like to make it.
See, I don't know if you could hear when I asked for a complaint form, they were laughing at me.
I need a security complaint form.
Well, you can call patient
That doesn't work. I want a written complaint form.
We don't have those.
You don't have those. I suggest you get them.
What happened?
Can I have your guard card name and number, please?
What happened?
I got racially profiled by this girl in here for the last 6 times I've come in this building. Got it on tape. I'm tired of it.
So after her being so concerned about what happened and telling me they don't have complaint forms, this is one from the Nova Scotia government. They should have these at their office. This is a complaint form, right from the Nova Scotia government, right there. Right, it's somewhere around here. Oh, maybe it's on the other side. Oh, right there. There it is. Nova Scotia government complaints for security. It's the same as the police station. When I went down to the police station, asked for one for the dirty cop, I got one. Now I got one for the dirty security officer. So let's roll on. They said it didn't exist, but there it is there. Again, just lies. She was more concerned about what happened than doing the right thing. So again, this part here, let me roll for a minute. So this part here is the part where that lady down the security office that said none of this existed fabricated something, got Caleb, the guy that's standing beside that lady, and the guy in the white shirt. Keep close attention to that white shirt again. And if you look at the cop, you can see him looking at me with that disdain that he doesn't like me. But our Halifax Police Department has a history of racially profiling people, and that is a God to honest truth. You can look that up. They've been forced to apologize. The RCMP still won't apologize for their mistakes. Anyways, we'll roll this along. So like I said, I'm just doing an update. I'm just catching videos from the last one. So this is when I was leaving the hospital 6 weeks ago.
You can't approve me from here. It's a public building. I think that's to get your ass.
So you got to remember, I'm walking away. I'm no threat. They have no trespass. The guy runs up in front of me and pushes me and tells me to back up as he pushes me. So you can see the scenario he's creating. Also, here, I'll show you this.
I have appointments here, so you're gonna, yeah?
No longer. Get back up. Don't get in my face.
See that? He just touched me.
See, he said, "You're no longer wanted here. Back up. Don't get in my face." He got in my face. He went forward. Now, you see this cop here? This guy here, right in the center of the screen, his head's down. There's the lady from the security office that got the other guy. She's the main culprit. She started all this. But she's left her security desk, went up on another floor, come down outside. These people chased me around outside. Now, this other tall guy on the other side, oh, you can't see his head here. Let me turn off this so you can see his head. This guy here, He tries to intimidate me in about 6 weeks, so we'll just roll. But you got to remember, this cop is a tyrant.
That's assault. You're not allowed to touch me. He just assaulted me. And it's on body camera, by the way.
Which copy is this?
You keep that. You keep that. I don't have to say nothing. What are you trespassing me for? For what? For what? That doesn't work.
Again, they trespassed me. I asked him for what. He said for this. What's this? Again, you can't be criminally trespassed from a public property without a criminal trespass. It's not possible. Anyways, that's what that's about. We'll roll back to this one here in a sec. Let me turn this camera back on. And so I got to back this up so you can.
And it's on body camera.
I'm going to back this up
You can't
just a
trespass
little
from
bit
public
one more
property.
time because I got to point this guy out.
You can't approve me from here. It's a public building. You can take that stick up your ass. I have appointments here, so you're gonna, yeah?
No longer. You can back up. Okay.
No longer.
See that? He just touched me. That's
He said no longer do I have appointments there.
assault. You're not allowed to touch me.
Now, see this guy here? This is their boss. So now you got a guy that's stepping outside his ranks, lying, because I found out that he went through my personal information at the hospital to get my name to find out where my Instagram was. But this guy here is his boss, and he did nothing about him stepping out and pushing me. The cop in the other video, or in the longer video, says this isn't the way it's supposed to work because he was hoping that I would have struck back at that guy to defend myself. So he even says, this isn't how it works. But this is how it works. Anyways, we're going to roll forward.
He just assaulted me. And it's on body camera, by the way.
Which copy is this?
You keep that. You keep that. I don't have to say nothing. What are you trespassing me for? For what? For what? That doesn't work.
So here we are now, 6 weeks later. Now I got to pause this for it, so I have to make a comment to here because the security of the building did actually go see the video. They reached out a week before my appointment, and God love public relations over there. She called me and said, you can go to your appointments, this and that. And I said, quite honestly, you don't have that kind of authority. I need to hear from the head of security or the police or somebody else like that. I do have that phone call on tape. It is recorded. Anyways, that got straightened out. They called me the Thursday before my appointment and set up this arrangement. So the guy I am going in the building with is the guy that I think is one of the guys that makes the decision on what contracts are given out when it comes to security. So here we are 6 weeks later. Now remember, I can't go back here for a year.
Hi, Anthony. I'm right at the door.
Oh, perfect. I'm just inside. I'll look for you. Look for a bald guy in a white shirt.
Okay.
See you in a minute.
All right. See you in a bit. He said, look for a bald guy in a white shirt.
I didn't realize how bad I limped until I watched this video. Right? So you know my balance isn't that good anymore.
You Anthony? Good morning. I got a battery in my pocket too.
Now there's this guy again. Watch the disdain this guy has on me in his face. And the Indian guy, he runs around like he's going to do something.
Right there? Yeah, right there. You feel it? I'll take it out.
You see he ran around that other guy. You can see how this guy's looking at me with his arm crossed, trying to intimidate me. And this is our security force at the hospital. They try to intimidate people and make people... And they're doing this right in front of the head of security, which is kind of...
Okay. I'll just do this quick.
Now, if you remember the guy that trespassed me, the big sergeant that had his papers, there he is. They made him search me. So, there he is there. He's got a different tone today.
Turn, please. You have a good day.
Have a good day.
So what's your job there?
I'm the assistant manager security.
All right. So,
Yes.
So, like I said, pretty uneventful that day. But just to prove my point about what they did, the security is off the hook in this place, and they're still, to this day, very defiant of what they're told to be done. Now, I did have a good chat. I don't know. Me and Anthony chatted for, I don't know, through the whole 4 hours. We probably chatted maybe 2 hours because he had things to do, and he came back. He actually watched the whole video, start to begin, in the whole 40-minute video, right from the minute I walked in to the minute I left, and seen all this. I do know that from some admissions, I don't know if he realizes he did it, but he did admit that this guy's kind of creeping my Facebook, showed him something, and I'm pretty sure he lied, because I did ask him if what the guy said matched to what the video said, and he really wouldn't give an answer. Anyways, that's my update on what happened at the hospital 6 weeks after being trespassed. I do have one of these filled out for the police department. It's upstairs. They're giving me the runaround on that cop, and I will be putting in a complaint form, which I got right here, for the security department, which they said wasn't available because they're trying to sweep things under the carpet. It isn't the first time. The problem is, if Mr. Isaacs would have stopped this right from the beginning when the assault first happened, back in December, when the guard hit me, instead of going, oh, well, we seen him hit you, and he just said he's sorry, so we don't feel there should be anything done. And that gave them the authority, kind of, to think they could do whatever they want, which led to this assault, plain out assault, at the hospital by a guy who, in front of his superior supervisor, does not pay attention to the rules, to the laws, doesn't know the laws, pushed me and told me to back up. That's assault. He did it in front of a police officer, which makes it worse, because the police officer seen it, did nothing about it, told me, and I quote, on video, you can go to the police station and file that report yourself. So therefore, he didn't want to do his job. I'm having problems at the police station. Like I said, Halifax Police Department is one of the most racially motivated police departments around in the country, and that's by statistics. You can go check that out. Like I said, they have problems with Terry stops, racially profiling almost every black person in this city, and there's a lot of black people here. So the Halifax Police Department is absolutely horrible. For the police department, Sergeant Perry Estefan, who said that he would make sure that this was all documented, hasn't been available in 6 weeks. They keep telling me, oh, come back, call this, do that, and the other thing. I have documented it. I have documented all my phone calls with them, so it's just one more thing built up against the Halifax Police Department, how they're trying to sweep things under the rug. But anyways, guys, that's the update. I do have another appointment in 6 weeks before I fly out to Toronto. Hope to see you in Toronto, guys. I will be in Toronto from the 1st to the 3rd of June. If you're there, we'll see you. If you're not, well, peace and have a good day, everybody. Thank you for taking the minute to watch this.